Hey guys, we are here to go over our 4 finalists for our $500 gift package that we're going to be giving away to families. So that's going to be $250 in grocery gift card, and then we're going to tailor a $250 gift basket of presents to each of the families. So you guys are here to pick this one. We're going to start off with story number 1 from me. Jonathan here will do story number 2. I'll do story number 3, and he'll do story number 4. Okay, so here's our stories. We're also going to copy these stories in the comment, and we want you guys to vote, and we want you guys to say, just mention in the comments which is your favorite story, 1, 2, or 3. So here's the first one. We're not going to mention any names here. We're not going to mention who it is. We're just a story. This is amazing of you guys. Seriously, this year has been a rough year for everyone, and you guys doing this is such a blessing. In all honesty, this would be so nice to have for myself. I'm a single mom of 2 and going to school as a full-time student. I'm trying hard to make Christmas the best for my kiddos, and now that we can't have our family together for Christmas, it's just that much more pressure to make this memorable for them. Even if I don't win, I'll still do what I can to make this the best Christmas, but it would be some relief if we did. Thank you.
Awesome, good comment. I got the next one here. And our next one, sorry. Uh-oh. Okay, so I got the next one here. The next comment. And so we got, this is so lovely. As everyone has had a hard year, it's difficult to say why my family would deserve it more than others, but I'll speak to our story and hope for the best. This was supposed to be our year of healing, as my mom had just recovered from cancer, and I was set to graduate university in April. It is also going to be a big deal because we didn't have any extended family members at my high school graduation due to bad relationships. But my university one was going to have it. But COVID happened. COVID happened. So while I was still graduated, this was robbed from us. Since then, it has been impossible to find a job in my field at all, as no one is really doing a lot of hiring for new grads at the moment, which means all the student debt I've racked up is only going to grow while I'm unemployed. After recovering from her cancer bout, my mom has also had problems with the iron in her blood, and as such is always exceptionally tired. After getting some tests done, she has found out she's going to have surgery on her uterus to prevent her body from losing so much blood during her time of the month. An invasive surgery which only gets put off more and more due to COVID. Her surgery is supposed to be around Christmas time, but we still don't know if and when it is going to even happen. It has always just been me and my mom my entire life, and she has always done the best she could to take care of me. And I always thought a university education would be my way of giving back after finding a good job and supporting us financially. This year has only put us into more debt, with credit cards racking up, bills taking priority over groceries, and threat of old landlord trying to evict us at the beginning of COVID, to a point where I spoke on behalf of the NDP government in order to plead to Kenny for evicting bans while we were trying to sort out money, while neither of us were able to work. While our story may not be as bad as other people's, I think if anyone, my mom deserves it for helping me my entire life reach my goals. Being patient with the job hunt during these times and never doubting me, all while taking the majority of the financial duties upon herself. There has been many years of my life she went without Christmas presents in order to provide me with some, and I think this is the year should be the one she does not. Thank you for your consideration.
All right. So that was number 2. Here is number 3. This is an amazing gift of kindness you guys are doing for your community. My kids and I have always enjoyed visits to your shop, and I am sure other families feel the same. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, we have not visited in quite some time. My partner and I welcomed my fourth child to the world on September 3rd. Although she was not due to arrive until November, so she spent 2 months in an NICU under the close care of Alberta's caring health professionals. This made it impossible to carry on as usual, so everything in all of our daily routines had to change, including our 3 school-age boys having to do online learning with me every day before I still had to go work my job in the evenings, and I would finally go visit the baby in the NICU around midnight or so for a feeding and a cuddle. Then try to get 4 or 5 hours of sleep before doing it all over again. Our sweet baby girl is a fighter, and just today had to go in for a throat surgery, so she's once again in hospital recovering, and only one parent is allowed to stay overnight. So mom is there with her. I am trying my best to wrangle up presents for our 4 children, and I know they will be happy with what they get. I just wish I had more for them. Thank you for the opportunity to share my story. I will be happy to see the winners receive this help, whoever it may be, as I know there is so many community members struggling, and many do not have even part-time income like I do. So I am grateful for what I do have, and I will continue to work hard for my family. Thank you, and Merry Christmas.
Okay, and last but not least, we have this one. So I know there are many out there who may be needing or deserving of this wonderful gift. One of those people, I believe, is my mother. We're not going to use names in these videos. My mom has been struggling financially. Or is this the one I read? No, my mother has been struggling financially as well in many areas. Most of my life, yet she is always the first person to lend a hand or offer help and support families, friends, and neighbors. She is always giving herself and asking nothing in return. Right now, with uncertain schooling and childcare, my mom helps out with my nieces, which such a great blessing to my brother and family. She has also helped in picking up the neighbor's boys before COVID. I could go on for days about the selfless acts of my mother, the sacrifices she made for herself so that my brother and I would not do without as children. To this day, she still puts us first above herself. There are times she doesn't have a lot to eat in her home. There are times the neighbors invited her for dinner knowing they had plenty, and she did not. All that being said, this is still a woman who looks around and knows there are still people in her community who have a way worse time than she does. This year she decided she was going to save up some money and donate it to the Hope Mission so that someone could have a hot meal on Christmas. I'm fortunate enough to be able to help her where and when I can, and decide that I would contribute to her donations so she could feed a few more people this season. She told me she may have to go without a few of her wants because of this, but it made her so happy to be able to help. If you find it in your hearts to help my mother this holiday season, I would be so grateful. Living 3 hours away from her makes it difficult, especially at this time of the year. I know this would mean a great deal to her, and she would make the donation last as long as she could. Knowing her, she would also share with those around her as she is able. Thank you for the opportunity. Happy holidays.
Well, those are our 4 contestants. So we want you guys to pick, and we were going to pick the second out of those 4. So we want you guys to pick the first. So you guys have until, what time is it on the 20th? Or is it the 19th we have the cutoff?
The 19th at midnight. So we're going to do the 19th at midnight, and the 20th we're going to get up in the morning, and we're going to shoot, or when Trevor gets here, we'll shoot, and we'll announce the winner at that time. And maybe we'll try to get that out there as soon as possible.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. We really appreciate you guys pitching in to help us choose a family. And we will see you guys with the winners on the
23rd.
Make sure to comment below with the number that you want to vote for, and we will tally those up on midnight of the 19th. Thank you very much, and we'll see you guys soon.